Does it feel like God is cutting things out of your life right now? That doesn't mean that he's mad at you. It just might mean that you're finally growing in the direction he's been trying to lead you. See, I think we don't talk about that part quite enough. John chapter 15, verse 2 says, "Every branch that bears fruit, he prunes, not because it's dead, but so that it can bear more fruit." So if this year has felt like loss after loss, people drifting away, old habits dying, and your comforts disappearing, I ask you this: what if that's not punishment at all? What if that's just preparation? And I think from these last 335 days, that's my biggest takeaway. For real though, you can't expect God to help you become the person that he made you to be and expect him to leave your old self untouched. Pruning is God answering the prayer that you forgot that you prayed. Come on. I was looking forward to the summer at the beginning because I thought being cold and then the heat was going to be awesome. Then I was looking forward to it cooling down because it got a bit too toasty. Note to self: I will always deal with the heat gladly from now on. Anyways, I used to think that pruning meant that God didn't like something that we did, and that was his way of correcting his children, like we do with our kids. But the more that I thought about it, it clicked. Jesus said, "Every branch that bears fruit, he prunes, so it can bear more fruit." Not because it's dead or wrong, but because it's working. That means if he's cutting something out of your life, it might be the clear sign that he sees more in you. That just a little bit of pruning could turn it into something so much more. Pruning is not rejection. It's a refinement process. Have you ever had a season where you're growing and you know you are, but you also feel like you're losing everything at the same exact time? People you care about drift. Old patterns that you're used to fall apart. Comforts disappear. And then you look around and you think, God, what are you doing? And while I was thinking about that, it hit me the other day. He's preparing all of us, protecting us, and clearing space for us to become the person that he meant when he made you. You see, Hebrews 12 is one of those lines in Scripture I find solace in when it comes time to discipline myself or the kids. It says, "Discipline is painful, but later it yields peace." That's one of those lines that gives you encouragement when you have to be the bad guy. But lately, after reflecting on these last 335 days, I realized some days aren't fun, some cuts were deep, but when God prunes you, he never takes more than he replaces. It just takes time and patience to see what that will look like. The point of all this was to say, if you are in a season of cutting, if you feel like you're losing things faster than you can understand them, stop assuming the worst. You might be closer to growth and the fruit than you could think. Pruning is a sign that the fruit is coming. With that, day 335 down. 30 days left. Remember, be kind, be great, dial it in, and most importantly, keep on sending it. Listen, did you know that a properly pruned fruit tree can produce up to 50% more fruit the next season? The cut doesn't reduce the tree. The cut increases its capacity. So take heart. Someone loves you enough to make sure you're not just ready for the next season, but strong also because of what he cut away in this one. With that though, I got some adult stuff to go do, and it's cold. So until tomorrow, it's clenched butt cheeks time.